I and Dr. Ceran will talk about Magnimind program. So why we are different, what we are doing. So, and we'll talk about our program. So I give brief introduction about myself and brief introduction about Dr. Ceran. I will start to talk about my part, more overview of our bootcamp, and Dr. Ceran will go more in depth on that. So I'm Stanford scientist and serial entrepreneur. My background is physics, biophysics, bioengineering, but last 5 years at Stanford, I've been developing AI medicine tools. And Dr. Ceran is also similar to my background, but he's coming from more computational analytical background. He's faculty in San Jose State University. Prior to that, he's been in Santa Clara University and he was in Case University. And also he's doing AI medicine project at Stanford. So we are actually the co-leads in this specific program. We have several faculty from Silicon Valley, and we have so many instructors and mentors from Stanford and from top companies in Silicon Valley. So I will give brief intro about data science, which is the target of this our bootcamp and where we are at as in data science as a Magnimind Academy, what we are targeting. I mean, one thing people try to get in data science and they always ask, is that demand gonna be continuing? Is still there if there's hype? This question is people keep asking. Even our current students asking a lot. So this is demand for data science. Not only we predict, a lot of big companies predict, like McKinsey, Emerson Myers, and all that, predict that this is gonna keep growing. As data increases, which a lot of industries, there's so much data has been produced, the demand will increase. I give a simple example with the field we are in. For example, in the past, people were able to take healthcare measurement in clinics. Like you do blood pressure measurement. You do only once every couple months. I do it when I go check up. But now you have those devices at home. You can get blood pressure checked almost every day. And in the past, in genetics data, we didn't have any genetics data before 2000s. And even 10 years back, getting genetic informations and sequencing wasn't that expensive. Now everything is more affordable and more cheaper. And there's so much data is created. So much to learn from, but still those data is not being utilized. But demand is gonna keep increasing as new social media platforms emerging. There are new education platforms are emerging. New marketing platforms are emerging. So this data has been exponentially growing. So that demand is gonna keep increasing. And data scientist is both data engineers and data scientists. So there's engineering, programming, software component, and also as well as the science component. So therefore, it's not like a regular software engineer job. So as you grow in data science, so they won't easily able to replace you because the domain knowledge and science part is gonna give you more leverage. So that's a huge demand. It's not gonna go away. If you have any questions, we always have these questions in the beginning. So I will skip those parts. It's industries, so many industries using data science, and then so many of those growing, especially it's in analytics now. It's being used a lot in data science. But some fields here, life sciences, for example. This is really a big field and it's not being utilized much, 7%. So this is gonna go change a lot. That comes to next issue. So that's what we are targeting our program for. This is a mentor-led data science internship program. And what we are targeting, what need we are solving. So we are specialized in Magnimind Academy. We are specialized in data science. Since we founded around in 2017, our core team and our faculty team, they're in data scientists in industry, and they're data scientists in top schools in US. So both an academic and industrial perspective we bring for last so many years. And then we understand the problems in the market now. There are three components people has been asking. Hands-on experience. And experience actually. So even though you do projects in projects in classes, capstone projects, people don't value as a real world experience. That's the one problem. So real world experience means that you work in companies, you struggle building models and data science projects. People want to see that you struggle. They don't want to see you just follow any protocol and pipeline project, that everything is clear. The people want to hire experienced people who struggle building technologies and building AI models. So this is what I am showing here. Those studies by Coursera shows that 57% of data scientists they feel real world experience. Even when they have master's degrees, some has PhD degrees. So 1/4 of our student body that they take this program as they either master's plus PhD students. Again, gaps in real world application and limited mentorship problems and lack of experience. So that's the challenge with the people who are who's been studying data science by themselves or in any bootcamp or any degree programs. They have these problems. That's why we offer this program, mentor-led data science internship experience. So we have expert mentors. So in almost for everyone, you get to work with 4 to 5 mentors. So we give so much support. And then so many project experiences and unique projects we provide. And we have also, at the end, we give an industry experience from Silicon Valley in our projects. And plus, for this people who take this program, we give an access to our online traditional bootcamp courses. So it's not only internship. It's just you're working as an actually employee, but you're getting so much support from mentors. That's why we charge fees for here. So many people are supporting your first job in an industry projects. So that's what giving you project experience. So besides that, we have practice interviews, career coaching, interview Q&A sessions, and network with recruiters. Besides all this technical experience, that's what our differences. Real world projects, 5+ mentors, company work experience, academy plus industry, that's what our mentors come from. And then you getting a Silicon Valley exposure. I will give some sample project that our students work on last batches. So they work on a disease panel that our affiliate company is working for with doctors. We're building a sarcopenia disease prediction panel. Another one, our students working on Verizon stores data, which is another third company building for Verizon stores, trying to get the predictions of the customers from store attributes. And then we have MRI brain cancer projects with a couple companies. There's a huge field. The CRO platform, CROs is doing clinical studies for big pharma. So they're looking for AI-based projects. Then other companies, students are building stock market prediction tools, AI indicators. So another one is a marketing AI. Students are integrating AI tools for Google Lens and Facebook's. And we have so many of these projects. This is some of them. So now I will let Dr. Ceran do his part, and I will conclude with there's pricing and then application process. So you're welcome to ask your questions. At the end, we'll answer those questions.
Thank you, Dr. Baday, for the introduction and this first part. So let me quickly go over the mentor-led internship program that we are offering here at Magnimind. I'm just going to talk about a little bit more of the educational aspect of the program. And anytime, maybe if you have listened to me before, if you listened to me before in any lecture, maybe you saw this graph, but anytime I teach any online course, even on-site course, I show this to students. You know the person in the picture, Andrew Ng, and then if you are interested in data science, at any point you must have watched one of his machine learning videos, right? So what I do is from time to time, I check his YouTube videos and then see how many people are watching his videos. And then this is just some of his lectures, like 1.0, 1.1, 1.2. So these are the numbers. And then these numbers indicating which lecture. And then this is number of viewers. And then what I observe, and then I believe this is not different for any online course, is people are watching these videos. At first, they start with a strong motivation, and then quickly that motivation going away. And then I call this tutorial carousel. So when they hit a difficult topic, and then maybe they stop. Maybe they go and then start another series of videos or an online course, and then this goes on. And I observe this with the students I'm teaching as well. So we need motivation. We need someone or a group of people. This can be a group of people in the social media. This can be friends, or this can be some mentor, somebody who's going to motivate us, push us, check on us. I think that's an important thing. I just wanted to share this with you. So let's look at the program very quickly. So the program is divided into 4 modules. We have the first module, which is allocated for machine learning. Again, when we receive students, we are assuming that students have some data science background. So I'm assuming that students know how to write a function and then slice the data set using Python. Okay, so I'm assuming that students have some idea about creating a machine learning pipeline. So then what happens if the student is lacking these skills? Then, as Dr. Baday mentioned, we have our own full stack program recordings. So which is talking about Python and SQL and machine learning, even deep learning, NLP. So we have all these modules already available, and then we open those modules to our students. And then we are also assigning an instructor who is going to help the students if they need to meet with someone to discuss or to ask questions. Again, going back to the previous slide, we believe that's important. So we need to make sure that students are progressing, and then that we are going to meet with the student weekly. Again, this is for those who are lacking those skills. Otherwise, we can directly start working on these modules. So machine learning module, we are going to work on 2 projects. And then again, whenever I start working with the students, I tell them you need to finish these two projects in 2 weeks. If you finish them quickly, that's better. So I can give you more projects, no problem. We have many projects. And then the next module is on NLP. And then third module is going to be deep learning. Again, within each 2 weeks allocated for each module, we are expecting a student finishing 2 projects. I'm going to talk about what does it mean working on a project and finishing or concluding a project. So these 3 modules are preparing you for the last module, which is going to take 9 weeks. Again, we are expecting that at the end of these first 3 modules, you are going to be ready to get started with your internship, which is going to last for 9 weeks. So the last module, the problem that you're going to face is going to be vague. It's going to require a lot of input from your side. Of course, you're not going to be alone. You're going to be meeting with your mentor. You're going to be meeting with more experienced data scientist or AI specialist, which is involved with the project. But again, we are expecting a lot in the last stage, in the fourth module. And then the whole purpose of the first 3 is preparing you. So during the meetings, and then for first module, second and third module, we are going to meet 3 times a week. And what's going to happen during these meetings? So what is this? What is the topic? So what we want when we give you a problem, we want to see that you understand the question, and then you understand what type of data. So the first 3 modules, we give you the data set. And these data sets at first may look very simple, but you will see, and then students see, and then I heard this many times, that they didn't expect this problem be so complicated, given the data set looks so simple. So we give the data set, we give the question, and then we expect students to understand the question and then the problem actually, and then we help, we talk, we explain what the problem is. And then we begin cleaning the data. Again, student begins cleaning the data and then analyzing the data. And then at this stage, we are again helping the student why, for example, student removed this feature, or why thought of that feature, why did not think of this feature. So at every step, we are trying to communicate with the student and give our feedback. And then once the features are clarified, what we need for developing a model, the model selection, development, and evaluation stage begins. And then the last stage, which is deployment, again, depending on the pace of the student. For example, if I see student already finished the project and then we have time, I'm asking student to locally deploy the model first. And then if that happens, then we can discuss deploying the model in the cloud. But deployment, you are going to face this during your 9-week internship. So you have to make sure that it's not just about training a model or evaluating a model, but you need to also know how you should deploy a model. All right, so when meeting with your mentor, did you understand the problem correctly? Have you handled the pre-processing correctly? So why and how did you choose this model, right? So how are you evaluating the model performance? Why this, why not that? And I think that one of the most important part of this program is we are actually going with the student line by line through the code. I know, so our students, and then there is no, actually, we don't need to be shy about that. So we can use any AI tool to help us create the code. So you can use GPT or any other tool. That's fine. But what we want to do is, are you able to integrate those pieces of code? And do you know and understand what's happening? Right? And then in the interview, if they ask you on the blank page a question, are you going to be able to actually write the code, actually explain yourself, and then the way that you are proposing to solve the problem? And then finally, are you actually ready for model deployment? So that's part of the deal. So this is how we design the program. Again, our goal is pushing the student through a pipeline of 4 modules: machine learning, NLP, and deep learning. And then finally, the 4th module, which you may, sometimes I tell the student, I don't know what kind of a problem you're going to be working on. So when the time comes, you're going to maybe pick one of the problems that we are going to discuss with you. But at this point, let's just focus on the first 3 modules. So let me stop here. I don't know if Dr. Baday has anything to add and then continue, or if you have any questions, we can maybe answer the question. Let me stop here.
Yeah, I have a few more things to add. So as Dr. Ceran mentioned, we give you full aspect of building a project. So before you start to work in a company, you're getting trained to work in a company with 6 weeks. Then 9 weeks will be actual, it will be like a job. And then you'll be by yourself, but we give mentors. We give mentors from Magnimind, and companies are giving mentors for you too. So this way, you really full support, but you build project. So after even 9 weeks, some companies allow interns to continue work on those companies. Some even people get job and then they still work and help those companies. They want to keep their interaction relationship with companies, and it could create so much opportunities there as well. For this mentorship program, we expect people from intermediate to advanced level data science background. So what we do when you make an application, we have a screening process. So you apply the program, you just interview with us, we understand your background. If you're qualified for this program, we accept you to the program. If you're not ready, and if you find you're in borderline, we give you 2 months, and we give you different offer 2 months. You can get ready with our online self-learning platform with additional mentor. So with 2 months with people borderline, we hoping that you get ready for our mentorship program. But again, we understand your background with the interviews. We are hoping that everyone get it through right into mentorship program, and we see what background you have. If not, we have some acceleration program if you have also background for that. So that's our prerequisite for the program, our interview process. We have a limited space for every batches, and because we have a limited spots from companies available. And then, although we start our batches in April, it's is like first come, first serve. If you find your matching with the program, and then we start to recruit students right away. But our actual batches start in April. There's some exceptions that some programs may start early. It just depends on the availability of companies. Now we have a good availability for April, but I don't know how long that may continue. So this is our pricing. So we have $6,000 if you pay upfront. We do 8 months monthly payments. We have $8,000, 8 times $1,000. Then we have deferred tuition. This is a special program with that. It's only available for US, or you should be able to work in US as a work permit. It's $10,000. $2,000 you make payment. $8,000 you pay when you get job. First $1,000 is upfront. Second $1,000 here with monthly payments, 5 times 200. Then remaining $8,000 you pay again monthly when you get a job. So there we have 3 options. If you have any questions, welcome. So we are happy to answer here.
So Alfonso is asking, he's saying he's a new data visualizer with a marketing degree, and then where could he fit in? If I may, so I think Alfonso, maybe you should take this full stack program, go over our full stack program, our online program carefully before you begin with the mentorship program. Again, I'm assuming that you're not experienced with Python, you're not experienced with machine learning. So in that case, I would suggest going through the online platform first, meet with our instructor once a week, finish that program, and then start with our mentorship program.
So we have a special package for that. It's very good, appealing. So Carl asked, do you need to be full-time doing this? This all our program is part-time. We expect people to work 20 hours, 15 to 20 hours a week for this program. We go for 15 weeks. And then that will work well. So.
I want to also emphasize this, that the meetings with the mentor is one-on-one. So that's very important. We are not accepting too many students. It's one-on-one meeting with the mentor. And then even you're not going to be a full-time student. You can continue with your job, but you need to actually focus and then work on the projects. Question is, how about the 9-week internship? It's gonna be the same, right, Dr. Baday, on the internship?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
You don't have to be full-time.
Yeah, it's the same. There is also questions in the chat. The full stack program itself has 2,500. I don't remember the full combo package. Full stack alone was like that, but combo package is really appealing. So are you planning to start a full stack data science program soon? So we have a plan for starting in May, but that's not finalized yet. One is asking how many weeks. This mentorship program is 15 weeks total. Again, if you have although we have full stack data science program, our full stack data science program is more in lecture style. But with this mentorship program, we are turning into mentorship style. But the actual full stack program will start in May. So we are doing like a 3 times a year. We are accepting like a regular batches for this mentorship program. We work with companies. We say how many spots we could get because no one is offering something similar. It's very unique. It's competitive. It's a rare opportunity. So any other questions? There's a good sports AI integration project. This is the project with a company in Stanford University's healthcare. And then it is the specific projects students and the company is doing, trying to predict that any athletes will go injury before it happens. Because according to Stanford doctors, that can be predicted using AI. And that's what they are building it. Yep, that's a good catch. I like that. Very attentive student. You should be joining our program. Good. Any other questions? Yeah, I will just share our email. Okay, the one thing is if you send info at Magnimind Academy email, if you're not sure about if you're fit, we're happy to do individual interviews, short interviews to understand your background. But once you apply, we do an interview, like a job interview. So, and then we make sure that you're fit.
There is one question about another program solely on generative AI. Actually, we are planning to open shorter, more specifically designed programs like large language models, generative AI, AI on finance, AI on healthcare. So we are now designing, actually we are going to launch this program soon.
Okay, that's a good one. Also, I tell you how it works. Our program. So once you finish, close to finish 6 weeks, we interview again for your interest, and we give you opportunities available in companies. And some of these companies is AI-based, AI imaging-based companies. Some is in healthcare medicine. Some is in LLM generative AI. So if you have a tendency towards some fields, we match you with those companies. That's a big advantage. And the one Carl asked, what is the percentage of your students that attend the program got a job offer? We have 100% job offer for a special mentorship program because we're very selective on picking students. This is what they just need, that program to get a job. So if you're selected for a program at that level, you'll be able to our percentage is 100% because you already our program is just a push before the job.
Vani is asking, how is it going to help for someone who is trying to switch their career from software background to AI ML? I think that's going to be a perfect, if you want to switch your career from software into ML, I think it's going to be much easier than any other area to ML. So we had students before coming from software engineering background, data engineering background. So they were very successful actually switching into AI and ML. So because they already have a lot of experience in software development, which is the hard part.
Yep. Yeah, you have already. I mean, it's great background for you. So Josh is asking.
Yeah, go ahead.
When what type of person does well by completing this program? Example: more experience, existing data scientist, 5 years experience. Through data analysis with 3 years attempt test. What is the average total tuition paid by student completing this program? So the last one is interesting. I mean, we charge minimum 6K, and then people who pay right away at 6K, they're getting job more faster. This is a good temptation for them, and. But 5-year experience in data scientists, didn't completely understand the question, but whatever you describe is a really good fit for that. Yeah.
Josh, I think a data scientist with 5 years of experience is an experienced data scientist. So I would say this program is going to be fitting a lot more for a data analyst with 3 years of experience.
Yeah.
So we can help this person develop machine learning model development side, coding side. So I think we are going to be a lot more helpful to this person, data analyst with 3 years of experience.
I mean, that's specifically, let's say, if you're a data scientist, you never experienced with like a deep learning, machine learning, sorry, not machine learning, deep learning and like a medical images or healthcare images or finance, that will be good training as well. I mean, that could work for that purposes as well.
Yeah, and the definition of data scientist is a little bit broad.
Yeah.
So if you only dealt with, say, more statistics side rather than coding and deep learning, then of course this program will be a lot helpful.
So let me share the link. And then when he said he is, I'm not sure he or she is finishing the program soon and switching the career. So I tell you, it was surprisingly, like last 3 students we accepted, they were finishing their masters in data science because they don't have that experiences. They were finishing those programs. But I can tell you that even their fundamentals training, we didn't find it was very competitive. So even some master programs don't prepare well.
Yeah, I said they did really well afterwards.
Yeah, I mean they do, but their background, there's good background, but not good email to get job. I share the link for the page for the program, and you can make an application. I shared our emails. Like, I mean, you got this invitation, you can send back email here. Some students sometimes have problem with the registration. You can just send us an email as well. So since no more questions, I can just summarize it. So what we really focus, we can just share some students' information with you as well. Our motto is we care students. If we accept it, that means you're good and qualified. And then if we accept it, we believe that you get a job sooner and later. So some people even get jobs during the program. Like one of our students is still in the program. He just got a job offer last week. So I was trying to get him to talk today, but maybe next one. So yeah, hope to hear from you. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for being here in the evening. Hope to see you.
Here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.